Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So, there is more involving the Vic case that has come out recently. Nick Rekieta talked about this on his live stream, as he always does, and he always does an excellent job. And we're going to kind of go into some of that, give some of my opinions on the situation as well, because this is pretty serious. Also, Yellow Flash talked about this as well. So, if you haven't checked out Rekieta Law or Yellow Flash, definitely check them out. They're great. But, looking into this whole entire situation. So, what is going on here is that Ty Beard, he wants to move the hearing up so they can keep it. So, it is going to go from August 8th to the 29th. At least that's what he's trying to propose. Well, you have Jamie Marchi, you have Funimation, you definitely have the clown show known as Monica Rial's Entourage. Definitely not too happy about this. Now, mind you, back when everything with this case was starting up, Monica Rial's clown team, what they wanted to do was they wanted to have the depositions. They wanted to start them. And they whined, they complained about it until Ty Beard decided, sure, we'll let it happen. You know what? Why not? So he worked with them to make the depositions happen. Well, now it comes a time that they want to continue the hearing and they just want to push it a few weeks ahead. Yeah, no. The clown show rides up in their little clown car, smash right into a tree, and say, no, we don't want this to happen. So they're not trying to work with Ty Beard at all whatsoever when he worked with them at one point to make the depositions happen sooner. Yeah, okay, sure, because that's certainly a good thing to do, and I'm going to go into why this is a bad idea on Monica and her little clown show's part. So, looking into this, okay, so this is what was stated here. To the Honorable Judge of said court, Plaintiff Victor Mignana respectfully requests that the court continue the August 8th, 2019 hearing on defendants' motions to dismiss under the Texas Citizens Participation Act, TCPA, to August 29th, 2019. Now, that doesn't sound so bad. I mean, they're just asking for some time. Nothing wrong with that. So, Vic's side is asking for some time, but here's the thing. Whenever Ty Beard and Vic ask for some time, no, they don't want to cooperate. And yet, Ty Beard helped them when they asked for some time. You would think that they would cooperate with Ty Beard whenever he asked for some time. But no, they just gotta be the weasels that they are and just say, no, we don't want this. Get this out of here. I mean, yeah, showed you how great they are, am I right? Weasels. That's what they are. Bunch of weasels. But, moving on. Facts. Defendant Funimation Productions LLC filed its motion to dismiss under the TCPA with nearly 150 pages of attachments on July 1st, 2019, and set it for hearing on August 8th, 2019. Funimation filed a supplemental brief with 54 pages of attachments on July 29th, 2019. Now, mind you, if they want to win, they are going to need to have time to look through all of these pages with all of these attachments. Everything involved in this, they need to go through all of it. So this is why they're asking for the time extension. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's a good professional way to look at it. I mean, they need to go through all of this anyways. So a time extension would make sense for this. I mean, of course, they wouldn't want to rush things because if they did, they would leave things out or they'd miss some things that they need to see. So, yes, this time extension, I think, is a good idea. And they don't see that, though. They don't look at it like, oh, we asked for a time extension, you helped us out, now your turn. Nah. You know, they don't see it like that. They think that whatever helps them is good for them, and then they think that whatever would help out Ty Beard, nah, throw it under the water. You know, they are trying their best to be just as awful as they can be. I mean, you can tell. And with them having to look over hundreds of pages, yeah, they need that time. There is no way that they don't need that time. They need that time to look over anything if in case they were to by chance miss something. So they need that time to look over everything for the hearing. So it makes sense why this extension is here. So moving on to the next part, argument and authorities. A motion to dismiss under the TCPA must be heard within 60 days after it has been served, unless the trial court's docket requires a later hearing on a showing of good course or by the parties' agreement. Thus, Funimation is required to have its motion heard no later then August 30th, 2019. Rial, Toye, and Markey no later than September 17th, 2019. Plaintiff's request to continue the hearing to defendant's motion is within the time frame required by the TCPA. Plaintiff needs additional time to review nearly 770 pages of material attached to the defendant's motions and prepare a response to defendant's motions. This is why they need the time. But anyways, so moving forward ahead with more of this. So, in compliance with this rule, plaintiff has granted a number of extensions of time to opposing counsel. See Exhibit A attached to this motion. Defendants have refused to grant plaintiff the same consideration. See Exhibit B attached to this motion. Now, in Exhibit A, that would be Ty Beard helping out the opposing side to help them with their time extension. Now, of course, Exhibit B is them trying to say no to Ty Beard and the time extension he's trying to do now. So he did help the other side with their time extension, but they don't want to return that favor. I mean, it shows you how Weasley they are. They are snakes in the grass that are just so petty and selfish to the point that, no, they don't want an extension of time for Ty Beard and that side. You know, they don't want the opposing side to have an extension to look through everything. They just want to make it that much harder, that much worse. I mean, obviously. But, man, I mean, just looking at this alone, it's pretty bad. I mean, it's just one big clown show. And every single time, and this is the truth, whenever they complain and they moan about this kind of stuff, which they do, one thing they bring up every single time, it is repetitive. It is a repetitive thing they do. They always bring up Nick Rekieta and they bring up the GoFundMe because they're just going to keep complaining about it because they're salty about it. To them, it's like a big crime that there's a GoFundMe for Vic. And then also, at any chance they get, they just throw jabs at Nick Rekieta because, man, they do not like him. They do not like him at all. And I guess to them, that's just the funniest thing to do in their defense against this whole entire situation of what's going on, because that's what they constantly do, because they're just salty about that entire thing. So, moving on to the next part, prayer. Wherefore, premises considered, plaintiff requests that the court reschedule the hearing on defendant's motions to dismiss from August 8th, 2019 to August 29th, 2019, and grant him such other and further relief to which he is entitled at law or equity. Now, this is where it proceeds to go to the emails. Now, Nick Rekieta the other night only had one side of the emails because those are the only ones that were shown. Now, at the time of Nick Rekieta's stream, the emails from Lemoyce were not there. So you only had Ty Beard's. You didn't get to see Lemoyce's at that time. So then, of course, Lemoyce's are right here. And this is how Mr. Lemoy responds to Mr. Beard. So let's take a look at this. I only speak on behalf of Miss Real and Mr. Toye. First, you are simply incorrect about the law. The first step, i.e., does the TCPA apply, is quite literally determined by your petition. You could strike ever? Don't you mean every? Wait. Oh, okay, typo. Exhibit attached to every defendant, and that would still be the law. Alright. So, also, besides the grammar fail there, you know, if you think about it, he goes on to say that he is saving Monica Rial money, but by not working with Ty Beard, yeah, that's not the best way to try to help Monica Rial save money, because the more that he works against Ty Beard, yeah, the more money that's going to stack up. It's called a fee. And it's like, whenever they sit over here and say, well, we're going to help Monica Rial save money. Yeah, the more you don't work with Ty Beard, yeah, I think the more money they're going to have to spend. I don't think it works the way you're trying to explain. Yeah, real good there. Yeah, really, really good there. And plus, when you think about it, the extension's going to happen. I mean, there's no reason that it wouldn't happen. But the reason why they went ahead and fought against this extension is so that they could try to prevent it from happening. And they're also trying to win over the favor of the judge. Hence the email to the judge. But, yeah, see how that one really turns out. But looking at the second paragraph, now this one's pretty important too. Second, your desire to move the hearing is a transparent attempt at delay. While your fear of dismissal is certainly understandable, there is no legal basis to have separate hearings to determine the admissibility of evidence that may or may not impact other evidentiary issues. Nor are we aware of any case where the trial court held a hearing on admissibility of evidence separate and apart from the actual hearing. Further, that kind of delay and multi-step hearing is contrary to the goal of a speedy dismissal of the anti-SLAPP. Yeah, see, here's the thing. I think you got that mixed around. Because if anybody's trying to delay anything, it sounds more like you are, because obviously you had Funimation, you had Jamie Markey, and you had them come out and try to throw this out there that this shouldn't happen either, but then you have this. You have all of this. And it just seems more and more like they are trying to just delay this as much as they possibly can. And so it's like they're just trying to make sure that they just don't get this extra time at all. Like they're just trying to make sure that this amended motion doesn't happen. And like I said, with them trying to say that they stated a delay, really, sounds like all of this on their behalf is a delay. I don't know. It's just kind of hilarious. But if there's one more thing to notice, now this goes back to the whole Nick Rekieta and the GoFundMe stuff, because they always have an issue with it being talked about. So listen to the final part. So it says, on a final note, while I personally do appreciate you taking tactical direction from a fourth-year attorney, if you want your emotions to have the impact of the fourth year so desperately desires, you probably should tell them not to broadcast what you are about to do on YouTube. Yeah. See, this goes back to the whole, they like to just say things about Nick Rekieta, and they have issues with the GoFundMe, and then they have issues with it being talked about on YouTube. So there you go. There it is right there. And that is Sean Limon's email right there. So it's actually kind of funny. And it really tells you everything. But when you think about it, this is just dumb. To me, this is just really dumb. And I don't see why they wouldn't get the time extension. And overall, this just tells you, here comes the clown car. It's going to crash right into that tree. But when you think the circus, its act just ends, it's like another one just starts back up, and then here it goes again. And it's just so stupid seeing some of this stuff. Like, I just think some of this is so dumb. I mean, that's just my thoughts on it. But, you know, that's just me. But anyways, the more news on this situation that comes out, I'll definitely inform everyone. And I have a review coming out later today. But anyways, let me know what you think down below. What do you think about the situation? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, hit the video with a like. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Share this video with your friends if you found this informative or useful. And follow me on Discord. Link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.